Okay, I'm going to make a quick video to show you how to put the AC wiring on the Hardrock-500's power supply plate. I'm going to use a pair of diagonal cutters, a pair of needle nose pliers. I've got the neutral distribution wire, the hot distribution wire or line distribution wire, and the AC line that goes to the switch. We've got 4 cable ties and 3 JST connectors. The power supply plate is set up so that the AC inlet is over here and the power switch with the breaker in it is over here. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the JST connectors, and I find it's easier to pinch them with the needle nose and put them on the mating connectors on the power supply. Push it down with your finger. Pretty easy to do. You can do it without grabbing it with the needle nose. It's just a little bit more complicated. First thing we're going to start with is the neutral wiring. It goes between the AC inlet, the 3 power supplies, and it actually goes to the switch on the front to light the light. The shortest connector, or the shortest wire, goes to the first power supply here. You can just slide that right in there and use the needle nose to kind of push it home. Pops right down in there. The next 2 wires, one is slightly longer than the others. The slightly longer one goes into this power supply over here. Push it in with the pliers. Oops, I'm trying to put it in backwards. That's what's wrong. It goes with the little locking tab, goes towards that heat sink. Okay, got that one in. And then same thing, little locking tabs toward the heat sink. And you put that in. Okay, and this wire will eventually go to the power switch. Let's kind of lay that on there for now. The next wire we deal with is the line distribution. It comes from the switch to each of the power supplies. So the shortest one goes to this power supply here. The medium-sized one goes to this power supply over here. And the longest one goes to this power supply back here. Then the remaining wire takes the line from the power inlet over to the switch, so it just sort of sits in there. Now we're going to take the cable ties and put them in place. Put them on loosely at first, so we can cinch them up tight after everything's in exactly the right place. It goes around the metal plate, around the bundle of wires, and up in through the connector. I'll tip that up so you can see it. One goes there, one goes back here right alongside the power supply. Now this one I'm going to have to reach through and send it back up. This can make sure you get the switch wire in the bundle. When you close it, again, do not tighten them all the way, and make sure that the connector is not underneath the metal plate. It needs to be up here on the top. The third one goes right here on this part here. And the last one goes about as far forward as you can put it. Now, if you ever have to replace one of these power supplies, all you need to do is just disconnect the JST connector, and you can replace the power supply. So I'm going to tighten them almost all the way down, and sort of gather up the wires at either end. So these are going to go to the power switch and the breaker. These two are going to go to the power inlet. You want to kind of make sure that they're flowing all nice and neat there. And then cinch the cable ties down nice and tight. And trim off the edges. Tip it up one last time so you can see the nicely dressed up AC power cables ready to go in the amplifier. Thanks for watching.